Hello everybody, it's Rebecca here at Wine Mermaids, and welcome back to Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey, and you can find the links to her channel and the Goodreads group down below. Monday, this past Monday, I did not have a video come up, and I'm sorry about that. I got married on Sunday, so this is my first video as a married woman, and I just did not have, I didn't have time to pre-film, and I just did not have the energy to do it anyway. I pretty much spent all of Monday and Tuesday, which is today, since I'm filming it Tuesday, just sitting around my house, doing not much of anything, which is amazing and perfect and exactly what I needed. But I didn't want to disappoint, and I didn't want to keep going and not making videos, so I'm back today with a Top 5 Wednesday. So this week's topic is our top 5 favorite diverse characters. And this is an important topic because a lot of characters in literature and TV and movies are all very whitewashed. And it's very sad and it's ridiculous, and it's nice to see a diversity of characters and like where they come from, the authors who wrote them. And I know that I tend to read a lot of non-diverse reading like books, and so I'm trying to fix that, and I'm trying to do a better job at reading more diversely. And it's not by choice. It's not like I'm only choosing books that aren't diverse. It's just it happens to be like 98%, no, maybe not 98, 90% of the books out there do have a lack of diverse characters, or the diverse characters that they have are side characters, and it's really sad. And so I'd like to see more diverse characters in literature, especially YA literature. So, you know, I am making an effort to try to read more diversely, to read from different countries as well, and so, yeah. Or there are characters, but they're not necessarily good characters, or they're so small that you can't really say whether or not you like them. Like, I really like Dean Thomas from Harry Potter, but his part is not a major part, so do I really want to include him on this list? Probably not. And the movies made it even worse and limited his character down, and I know J.K. Rowling had to cut a lot of his story out. She had this entire backstory for him, but he's not a major character, which is sad. So, anyway, let's get into the actual list today. So the first one I'm going to mention today is Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. And this book focuses on two Hispanic American boys who live in Texas, and they live on the border of Mexico and America, and so it's kind of their story. It's a cute little story. It deals with a lot of that upbringing, both in their family life and in the 80s, and just that friendship between them, but it really does focus a lot on that heritage and how that affects them in their life, and it's really, really, really great, and I love both of those characters, so they're tying in here for a spot. I also want to mention Tiger Lily from Peter Pan, kind of unofficially on this list, but I just wanted to include her. She is a Native American character in Peter Pan, and I just really like Tiger Lily. She has an entire book called Tiger Lily, but I have not read that one, so I don't want to recommend it in a way, because I don't know. But I do like the character of Tiger Lily in Peter Pan itself. She's spunky, she's fierce, she's independent in a way, and so I just really like her, and so, yes. I'm also going to mention Little Bee, and this book, the character of Little Bee, she's a character from Africa who migrates or immigrates to Great Britain, and she's got this whole story, and I can't share it because that's how the book is. You can't tell people anything about the book because it would ruin it. So I really can't tell you anything else about it, but she is a migrant from Africa, and she's living in the UK, and it's a really interesting story. So, Little Bee. My last 3 books all feature Asian American or Asian characters. First one I haven't actually finished all the way. I've only started it and I'm barely even into it. That is The Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki, and this features a Japanese character and a Japanese American character, and I'm really liking it so far. It's very interesting, and it's got the 2 different points of perspective. It's got a journal by the Japanese student, or Japanese girl named Nao, and then it has the story of Ruth, who is a writer, and it's kind of one of those tongue-in-cheek, is it real, is it not real kind of moments, because the author is Ruth here too. And so it's her annotating this journal and trying to figure out kind of the story behind it at the same time. So I'm really liking it so far. It is slightly more dense and slower to read, but I do really like it, and so I wanted to recommend this one because it does feature Japanese characters, and I really like Japanese characters and just the Japanese culture. I just find it really intriguing, so I'm also going to mention Eleanor and Park, which deals with not only a chubby girl, which is great to see in YA literature, but also a Asian American student. He's half Korean, Park is, and so that's really interesting, and it's good to see this blend of characters in a YA contemporary. Finally, the last book I'm gonna mention today, it's more than, it's a lot of different, I'm breaking the rules today. It's not really 5, but I felt like this was an important topic, so I kind of wanted to mention slightly different ones. But the last one I'm going to mention is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and you could probably mention all of the Lunar Chronicles, but I've only ever read Cinder, so I'm only going to mention Cinder because that's the only one I know for sure. But Cinder is a cyborg, so that's pretty diverse, and then the prince takes place in China, so he's a Chinese prince, and I think that is fantastic because the story of Cinderella actually originated in China, which is why she based it in China, and I think it's really great to see Asian characters at the forefront, because you don't really see a lot of that, and I feel like there's a big stereotype around Asian characters that there really shouldn't be. So it's very nice to see an Asian prince and an Asian cyborg at that too, because that's pretty awesome. Well, those are my top 7, I think, or 8 favorite diverse characters in literature. Let me know some of your favorite diverse characters or just books that feature diversity down in the comments below, because like I said, I do need to read more diversely. It is a goal of mine to do a little bit better of that, especially next year, because this year's kind of booked already with my mental TBR. Anyway, so let me know some of those down in the comments below, and that's it for me today. I'll see you next time.